Good morning, you guys. I'm trying this new app out. Do You Recorder, because I want to share this article that I read last night, and I found it very, very, what's the word? Accurate for what's going on. And if you think of it in a biblical point of view, as a disciple of Jesus, Yashua HaMashiach, then I think it's even more telling. So let me read it. Spaceweather has just reported that on May 22nd, Earth-orbiting satellites recorded approximately 12 B-class solar flares erupting from a spot on the sun. Currently, the crackling sunspot is slightly hidden on the eastern limb of the sun. However, solar rotation will reveal its activity over the next couple of days, so we will have a clearer view of any stronger explosions. Along with the solar flares, we are also passing through a stream of high-speed solar wind that is flowing from a northern hole on the sun. This gaseous wind is traveling at speeds close to 500 kilometers, I guess that's what that is, per second, and will be causing a geomagnetic disturbance. We are also being hit by masses of galactic cosmic rays, which travel at high speeds and hold tremendous energy. This nuclei bombards and penetrates Earth's magnetic field, especially during the solar minimum phase of the solar cycle, which we are experiencing right now. Excuse me. These supercharged particles consist of every element and are fully ionized, so they interact with and influence magnetic fields, our own, and the one surrounding our planet. Although we are somewhat protected by Earth's magnetic field, the intense, highly charged energy is still believed to have a major effect on everything that exists on Earth. Solar energy can greatly impact anything from emotions to electrical devices. And then it talks about the solar storms having an impact on the radio communications, GPS, and technology, and living organisms have been shown to change blood flow, boost adrenaline, and affect blood pressure. It also affects our sleep patterns. Research has found that geomagnetic storms can also have a huge effect on our emotional, mental, and spiritual and physical health. Increased anxiety, depression, fatigue, nervousness, and peaks in bipolar disorder have been found to coincide with solar activity. Since the start of 2018, many of us will have noticed that the energy surrounding us has been wildly intense and has constantly chopped and changed, causing us to feel calm and settled one minute and irritable, impatient, fatigued, angry, or full of anxiety the next. And I believe that's true, and not in, I'm not reading now, I'm just talking. And I'm not looking at this in a new age way or a metaphysical way, really. I'm thinking as a spiritual being. We are made from the potter's clay. And what is the potter's clay? The potter's clay is what God, Yahweh, the Creator, used to create Adam. And he also uses this clay in all his creations. So wouldn't, if we're all made out of the same materials, wouldn't other material, like, it would affect us on a cosmic level, because we are all, in our energy being, our spiritual being, we're all connected, right? So, one of the most significant ways we become aware of this is through the realization that we are all energy. We're all energy, and we're spiritual beings inside of flesh. The entire universe is made up of energy. Everything is connected. Therefore, something occurring on one side of the world can simultaneously occur or affect someone or something on the other side of the world. We often see this when a major tragedy takes place and we feel a sudden wave of sadness or grief. And it is not until we hear the news that we are able to connect why we felt that way at exactly that time. Or we may read stories from people we have never met that mirror our own, despite the unique and detailed circumstances. When this happens, it becomes more clear that our intuition is enhanced and that great shifts are taking place for humanity. The reason for this is that our vibration is rising and we are all ascending toward a new state of being, where there is no separation, which is a concept known as oneness. If you're looking at this through the biblical viewpoint, that is like when the harpazo happens and we go to the marriage supper and we become one with the Creator. And she writes, at a faster rate than ever before. Because I don't think this woman that wrote this article is a Christian. She's probably a Buddhist or something, but it is happening faster than ever before because we're at that time. We're at the end time where supernatural events are getting ready to take place and are already taking place on certain levels. And those with eyes can see that this is happening. Those that are awake and have tuned in your vibration to the Lord Jesus, you know what's going on. Energy shifts take place frequently. Sorry, I had a bug on me. We experience them through planetary alignments, moon phases, comets, meteor showers, stargates, eclipses, and extreme weather events. Well, isn't that funny how last year, last August, we had the solar eclipse, and then 3 days later, Hurricane Harvey hit Texas, and then the hurricanes just kept coming, and it just got more intense and frequent. And I feel like the blood moons also happened, and then the Revelation 12 sign in the sky happened. So that would be a planetary alignment, moon phases, all these things, eclipses. They are causing our planet to experience these vibrations that are going to allow people that are aware of it to ascend to another level of spiritual awareness. Okay, let's see. We may also go through intense energy shifts when we experience a traumatic breakup, grief due to the loss of someone close to us, a natural disaster, or any tragic and devastating event. I would not say that those would cause, I think that's more of a emotional shift rather than energy. But I'm just a weird girl. What do I know? During galactic disturbances, many people notice physical symptoms occurring, which may be in the form of body aches and pains, headaches, throat issues, flu-like symptoms, ears ringing, dizziness, and generally feeling as though the body, mind, and spirit are out of sync. Some non-physical signs are vivid and realistic dreams and nightmares, regular synchronicities, deja vu, and disturbed sleep patterns. We might also experience unexplained anxiety, moodiness, emotional highs and lows, irrational fear, and time appearing to go too slow or too fast. This can be alarming at first, but is simply due to the speed at which we are ascending, leaving us feeling unaligned as our physical and spiritual bodies take time to readjust. I would like to add to that if you if you are one of the chosen ones, and you know, and you're awake and you know what's going on, you would know that this physical body doesn't matter. This is just flesh. Our spiritual body is what we need to feed and take care of more than our physical body, because soon we are to depart this flesh. That doesn't mean stop taking care of your physical body, because while we are here, this is the temple of Christ, and we should take care of it to the best of our ability. But just don't hold on to your physical body, because our physical body is just temporary. It's a rental. We may also notice that we feel triggered more than normal and feel compelled to react quite irrationally at times to others, people's behaviors, and the circumstances we find ourselves in. Is that not so true? So true. And I think for the past few weeks, I have been feeling very triggered, and I have been reacting to other people's behaviors, and I think I have walked away a little bit from my original message and the reason I came on YouTube, and that was to love one another abundantly. So I need to work on that in myself and stop trying to sometimes I feel like I'm my brother's keeper, and I try to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. I know I do that a lot, and I need to stop. I need to just, when I see things that trigger me, or hear things that trigger me, I just need to hand it to the Lord Jesus and pray. One of the most frustrating aspects of becoming more awakened is looking around at the state of the world we live in and feeling disappointed, disillusioned, and saddened by what we see. Once we have opened our eyes to the reality of life on earth, it can be challenging to continue onward, feeling peaceful and fulfilled, knowing there is so much chaos and suffering. The hardest part is that we can see how possible it is to create a more equal, harmonious existence for all living beings, and that our current systems seem only to sustain poverty, abuse, war, homelessness, and fear, despite having enough resources to change it. Well,